You are now tuned in to the new Old Heads podcast brought to you by BringingDownTheBand.com. No Bad Ideas and Coleman Dental. Shout out to Printfinity. I am Major 7th. I make beats and I have the t-shirts to prove it. And directly in front of me, squaring everything, getting everything squared away is the Maestro Lonegevity.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Swell.
Good.
Swell.
Caddy Corner.
Very swell.
Currently setting up his profile for, I think this is Call of Duty. DJ Jay Diff. How are you, sir?
Salutations.
Saving ratios out here.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not saving them.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, this is, but you set your own up now.
I did.
So
That's what you said, right?
You're not killing his anymore. No.
Mike was extremely concerned.
I was, man. Like, his
With
ratio
Terry
was
messing up.
amazing prior to Terry. He got killed like every 30 seconds.
Probably only switched it maybe 2-3%.
Oh, his ratio?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you only worked for 6 months to get it there, so what's 2 or 3%?
Yeah.
It wasn't
really
that
upset
bad.
about it, Mike.
Wasn't that bad.
Anyway, man.
He's more fired up, I'd say,
Stop
than
being a
Lone.
hater, Mike.
I ain't hating, bro. I got love for you, man.
Quit messing up my man's kill death ratio.
That's exactly what I sounded like. To my immediate left, the incomparable DJ Spoolz.
Hello, Michael.
What's going on, sir? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Shout out to that It Was
still
All a
over there.
Dream hat. That's
Thanks,
dope.
man. Appreciate it.
Spoolz with the swag today, episode 61. Year in review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What's that? What is he doing?
He's doing what he didn't do earlier.
Oh, now he's playing well? I'll be damn.
He's balling.
Look, 3-1. You see that?
Balling under city lights.
Yeah.
But balling under city
We see
lights.
it. Episode 61.
Yeah, man.
Spoolz, did we come up with anything? I don't think we did. Did we have
No.
some offensive linemen or something for
You
episode
said
61?
Chanho Park or something?
Chan
Fool
Ho
with Chan Ho
Park,
Park.
He was.
Start-
There
you
were
said
some other
he-
people I don't recall. I don't remember their names though.
I don't think Chan-Ho Park is enough to get an episode named
I
after.
think
No.
61.
Even
is
though he
just
has
fine.
3 names?
Yeah, I don't like that. Not for
No.
not for episode 61. So we're just gonna
Didn't like it.
we're just
All
gonna
right,
call
then.
it episode 61.
All right.
Sounds
there
good.
we
That's
are.
cool.
I think
Shout out to
Terry's
Lone.
good with that.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Shout out to Lone before we get started. He has a bag of probably the most stale juji fruits I've ever seen in my life. They're not giving us a check, but this is a story, man. Like, it's crazy. I think he put all the stale ones at the top of the bag before I reached in.
On purpose.
This
Mike-
one, sometimes you got to, like, break them in.
Well, everybody knows that you're a crumb snatcher when it comes to candy.
Crumb snatcher. Okay. All right.
So he gave those to you.
Glad you got those
Out
off.
here
Got that
snatching
off your
crumbs.
chest, brother.
Sometimes you got to
What
work
were you saying,
them out.
man?
You just got to work them out, you know? It's like
No, you shouldn't have to buy
It's
them
like
to
an
work them
avocado.
out.
break in your candy.
you got to feel your
No,
candy before
you should have to
taste
break
it.
your candy in before you eat.
You know, like when you go and you check fruits out
Yeah.
and you know, vegetables, and you kind of look at
You
it.
put that one back.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that's not a good one.
So you would put that one back after you break it in, or would you eat it?
I would eat it.
Well, you're just
Okay.
gonna put all that work in.
I mean, so you reach your hand in there and touch the rest of them to get that one?
Mm-hmm.
He fingered all that shit.
Man, Lone is a savage. Shout out to Stale Candy out here in 2017.
He fat fingered your joints.
Fat fingered your joints. So episode 61, we had a few topics, but we also wanted to do a year in review. This is crazy, man. We continue to have episode after episode, just growing, man. It's dope. And we thought we'd talk about some of the stuff that stood out to us throughout the course of the year. We've had some very funny, random stories. And I think everybody pretty much has one, I would say. It's probably be fair to say we all have one. If not, we can all jump in on the one somebody else has. But we can jump into a rundown here real quick, and see what we had. I think Spoolz. No, I know it was Spoolz. Why not talk about 45 on the last episode for this year? At this point, he's a dumbass. He basically said that he's taking credit for bringing back the phrase "Merry Christmas" and, you know, people being comfortable with.
This was a mistake.
Yeah, I bet.
See, that's what you get, man. That's what you get. That's Lone.
Sorry.
That's what you get.
I'm going to talk like this for the rest of the show.
That's Lone having
See?
juji
This is
fruits.
the way
Pork
it is.
chops and applesauce.
This is the way it is, see?
Now he's a gangster from the 30s.
Pork chops and applesauce.
I can't stop talking like this. Hey.
So Spoolz basically
Basically what?
this is he's stupid.
Go back.
Check this out, man. Spoolz.
Yes.
Yeah, 45 is basically saying that he's gonna make it okay for everyone to start saying Merry Christmas again, because clearly everyone has been scared to say it and we never hear it.
This was a campaign thing too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that ridiculous,
I was reading
or
New
is
York,
it just?
I think it was a New York Times thing I was reading earlier today that showed like how he has been around Christmas times, like in the past. Like I'll try to put it in the community, rather, the New Old Heads community. But
Okay.
he hasn't traditionally cared about this, ever. And but I think it's just another example of kind of pandering to, in a way, like the same group that we kind of bring up here all the time, like in this country, my country's being stolen from me.
Yeah, make America great again type.
Yeah.
Yep.
Follows in line with that. That's his thing, quote unquote. So, I didn't really see. I remember when you sent it to me, or we talked about it prior to coming on.
Okay.
I didn't see the responses, like for what people were saying. Did any of you guys see what people thought about him saying that? I didn't see anything. I just kind of.
You mean like recently?
Yeah, like did anybody? Have you guys seen anything about people saying that was stupid? Or
I saw a video that somebody put together of all the times that Obama said Merry Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And it was a decently long video.
Oh yeah,
because that was part of what Trump was saying, was like Obama took that away from everyone, and it was just ridiculous.
It wasn't a war on Merry Christmas. It was just saying, hey, maybe not everybody celebrates Christmas, and that's okay.
How about that?
No, it's not. America.
So in Starbucks and
Yeah.
all those companies, they changed their slogans. He had something upset.
He's
Him
upset
and a
about
lot of
that.
conservatives have issues with that. Like it's a war on. It's not a war on Christmas. It's just they're just not being Christian-esque.
I mean, it's not even that, because I grew up never celebrating Christmas.
Right.
But you still say it?
Because my family were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Right.
So, I mean, it's still a Christian faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that from the beliefs of it, Christmas wasn't a holiday that was celebrated. It had nothing to do with believing in Christ, because pretty much everything in the religion is centered around Christ and God. I mean, they just name it after God's name, which is Jehovah.
That's a good point too.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's an interesting take. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just, I saw a video actually that there was a montage of clips from him throughout the course of the year. It went from the inauguration speech all the way to, I don't know, the Merry Christmas stuff or something. It's like a year in review for him. And it's crazy to see the mashup of everything that's happened with him.
He's had a very eventful year.
Yes. Like, it's crazy when you go back and see it, like to actually watch it in order. Like, it's crazy to see how much ridiculous stuff that he's...
I mean, I know it's, none of us are like Donald Trump supporters, so...
At all, 100%.
So we're obviously...
That's my mans in them, B.
So we're obviously biased a little bit, I guess, but...
That's fair, maybe.
But I don't... But even when, like... I don't know. No presidents have passed quite as clownish as him, I don't think. Not in our lifetime.
Not our lifetime.
Not in our
Last one
lifetime.
was George W.
But even he was...
I can take him more serious than...
It's a different kind of... But he used to, like, mess up sayings and, like, stuff like that all the time.
That's
It's
true.
Fool me once, can't get fooled again.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it being as, like, blasphemous as, like...
No,
That's
it
the-
wasn't,
that's a
like,
good
blatantly... No.
That's a good point. That's a good
George
point.
W. Bush was more just kind of, like, dumb.
It was just like, man, you're not very smart.
Or, like, goofy. Yeah. But, no, it's been quite an eventful year. It's just... Man.
Yeah.
It's tough to even say anything. It's just... It's
What
been
do
a
you
train
say?
wreck.
Yeah, train wreck. So
Bit of a train wreck at times.
we'll get into 2018, and we'll see if we can top the foolishness that we saw there. So, and I'm sure we'll have something to say about it as we continue. But
He didn't bring it back, though.
Huh?
He didn't bring it back.
He didn't bring it back?
Because it never went anywhere.
Look out now. I see you.
He ain't bring Criminal back.
He ain't bring Criminal back. Shout out to
Criminal always been here.
Criminal. Shout out to Shannon Sharp, who actually said Criminal on Undisputed. I laugh every time he says it.
It's intentional.
Intentional.
That's awesome.
He country though, so Shay don't hide his country. I respect that. He's we gotta protect Shannon Sharp out there. He's perfect for TV. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Papa John steps down as CEO. To Terry's point that we talked about before.
It's not his first time stepping down.
And what else? He's still gonna get that paper.
He's still gonna get that check.
He's still gonna get that check.
All that.
I love the.
Go ahead, Spoolz.
Just because all these protests, now he's got to like step down. Like I've definitely seen or heard stuff like that. It's amazing.
Yeah, and to Terry's point,
he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. Yeah,
he can continue
it's
to.
the protest fault too. That's what's great. The protests hurt Papa John's pizza.
It's like, man, if these people weren't protesting, Papa John's would be doing great.
Yeah.
Gotta love tomato sauce and bread, man.
Yeah, he's stepping down. But to Terry's point, like it's not going to affect his bag. We talked about a bag recently.
He just shows up. I guess he just gets faded at events often.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've read some. I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, if you go to Google sometime and type in like Papa John drunk or something like that, and there's just and go to the images part.
Yeah.
And there's just a bunch of pictures of him at like soirees, like just looking.
He be kicking it with
toasted.
He kicks it with 𝗏𝗲.
He might. He might.
Yeah, probably.
Ain't there the first company that came up with the cheeseburger pizza with the pickles and stuff on it?
Nobody should do that.
No, I didn't.
That's just not a good idea.
They have that.
Lone is not going.
They have.
I'm not going either.
Papa John's has
I've never had
pickles
it.
on their pizza.
They have a cheeseburger pizza that has like hamburger meat
and ketchup.
And it already has ketchup on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, their sauce.
Lone's like they put ketchup on it this time.
There's mustard and mayonnaise.
Yeah,
see, I could
pickles,
do one that's
like
got,
sliced pickles.
Some American cheese.
I could do one with like hamburger and like cheese and maybe some onions or something like that. But
Unions.
No pickles.
No salt.
No salt. No salt.
Get some extra salt.
I told him no salt.
I told him, Bill Bear.
Give you a bad review.
Yeah, so Papa John's is still gonna get that bread. So,
Papa John,
he's still gonna get that bread.
Well, maybe they'll save some face.
Yeah. I thought this was interesting.
What's that?
Your boy is back at it again, and I don't think we've covered this. I see you.
With the white vans.
With the white ones.
So LaVar said,
"Oh man, LaVar."
So LaVar was like, "Look,
I wish he had 2 L's on his first name so I could call him Yavar.
Yavar Ball. Yavier. He said, you know what? I smartened up. I opened the market up.
See,
look at that.
What's that?
Look at his positive
kill to death ratio.
He's got 23 kills, 22 deaths. I can dig that.
Yeah, too bad it wasn't on your profile. So LaVar,
thank God.
Yeah, LaVar Ball said he's going to start his own league for guys that get out of high school.
Oh yeah, let's get into that.
Anywhere between 3 G's to 10 G's, depending on I guess how you ranked or how you rated.
A month.
He's looking for 80 players, and that is a month to fill all 10 rosters. They'll seek to play in NBA arenas in Los Angeles, Dallas, Brooklyn, and Atlanta.
Seek.
Yep. Did I say seek?
Yeah, I was just reiterating what you said.
You know, we got to keep it right on here. So here's the thing. I think there are pros and cons to this. From an exposure standpoint, you get exposure, but what exposure do you get? It's not, okay, Coach K is co-signing me, Boeheim is co-signing me, I'm playing for North Carolina and I'm getting all this exposure. It's not that. It's we're going to be kind of like on some traveling circus type shit and just hooping and getting bread. Are they professional? Are they like team physicians? Like what happens when they get hurt? Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff.
Is it like a step down from the D League?
But it's in between. It's like in between high school. It's like the guys that are going to jump and decide to either go to college or they want to go overseas and skip that and then go to the league. So it's really trying to combat it or go against college basketball.
That's a valid question.
Why
it's going against college basketball. It's going
Yeah.
against the D League as well.
Why wouldn't you just go overseas, though?
Exactly.
I'm sure they make
it's
a lot more money
It's
over
more
there.
bread overseas.
Emmanuel Mudiay, I believe, made $1 million.
Yeah, it's
over there.
It's
for
more
one
bread
season.
overseas.
Livingston.
Brandon Jennings went
Did he?
overseas.
Yeah. Brandon Jennings.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's more bread overseas, but there's also probably more structure in a professional league overseas as well.
Yeah.
This is an upstart league, so I can't say what it's gonna be or what it's not gonna be. We haven't seen it yet. But my thing is, it's the outside stuff, like this in terms of the structure. When we talk about the physicians or the people that are gonna be there on the spot, and that's brilliant. Those are my questions. Like, who's funding it? Where's the
who's funding it?
Funding it.
Funding it.
Did I say funding it?
You said it twice.
Okay. That's all right. You about to die.
You're
That's that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You gonna die.
Mr. Slim
You
Slim
gonna die
Jim.
now. She dead. Y'all know where that's from.
Come on, man.
Be on the lookout for Mr. Slim Jim.
But Spoolz, do you feel me in terms of there's a lot that goes into this, man, that can either go right or go terribly wrong with this whole idea. Parents, kids are just getting out of high school.
I watched a couple people's like other sports people's reactions to this, and like, I don't know, man. Like I'm
not all the way out on it though. I'm like 50-50. I just feel there's nothing.
Why wouldn't you just go overseas and make $1 million for a year?
That's the thing.
That's what I don't. You know,
I think in idea it seems like it could be a cool if he executed everything appropriately.
That's it.
Maybe he could create a league that could compete with overseas leagues.
Exactly.
But you gotta
eventually.
But $3,000 a week ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah,
I
or
guess
a month.
Or a month. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, even a week, really. I mean,
10 for the top players.
I mean, not that it's bad. I mean, it's not a bad paycheck really for playing ball.
See what he's trying to do. Somebody made a comment that he's basically trying to intercept certain players as far as signing them to like shoe contracts and things are concerned. Because if they stop in his league for a year, he's already got like kind of a first shot at them.
For the big baller
For the big baller
But they have to
brands.
wear Big Baller brand in that league.
That's true.
Like it's mandatory.
So to his point, that's great business because you're cornering the market. You're cornering the market.
See, this is where the kind of it falls out. The bottom of it falls out.
Okay.
It's foo-foo now.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Don't get me wrong. It's actually cool to be able to set kids up that either weren't able to get into college or didn't have the opportunity and pay them to play ball.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not making them want to work as hard. I don't think because I don't see the top players in the league or in high school going to Big Baller.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, they'd be stupid to do that.
They would. And then at the same time, as much as I praise them for having his own shoe for his kids or whatnot.
Right. I
seen a video review of his shoe.
Trash.
Complete trash.
Yeah.
Complete trash. Like it's like so there's no research that's been done on these shoes. So it kind of goes back to you're in a league with no physicians, no insurance.
You see what I'm saying?
Things like that.
Yeah.
You don't have any top-notch coaches that are coaching you, showing you how to play. You're pretty much being run by the balls. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have
the balls.
The balls to do that. Nah, he doesn't have the credentials. He doesn't have the credentials to teach these kids how to play like that.
Let me ask you this: do you think once
That's
the ball starts rolling, no pun intended?
Oh, there's tons of puns in there.
So many
once this starts, do you think more credible people are going to want to be a part of it? Do you think his name, his stardom to this point is going to bring?
He's going to need a lot of people.
That's my thing. Like, do you think those people, the ex-players, the ex-NBA vets, those type of people are going to come on and be like, yeah, we're going to rally behind him. I'll coach. I'll be an assistant coach. I'll train. I'll do this. I'll do that. Is he going to get that support? Because it's going to take
I
that.
don't know.
What I think will end up happening eventually, well, maybe not, because I'm sure Nike and Adidas and all them have all these contracts with the league.
Right.
So if they were to kind of follow in his footstep, and try to improve upon the concept, which happens, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
That would be a scenario. But like I said, with them being one of the sponsors, big sponsors for NCAA and NBA, I don't know if that would actually work.
No, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this question, because as I was kind of looking into this topic a little bit today, I kept seeing posts or people saying things like, and maybe it's because I just don't think this way, that it hasn't, but the whole like people are putting LaVar Ball down but he's a positive black male doing things for
his son.
I don't. To me, for like, that thought never crossed my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that I never would think to put him as. He's just an asshole.
It's not mutually exclusive ideas.
No, and honestly, I started thinking more and more about it. Like, what has he done besides birth one son that's in the NBA so far?
Well, he claims that he beat Jordan in a game, but
here's my thing with the
what has he done?
I've had this conversation, and I want to throw this one at Terry to see what he thinks. Here's my take on it. In my opinion, I think it's low key disrespectful to say, "Oh my God, let's give him props for." There's a black guy that's being a good father. It's like, do you know how many good black fathers I know that aren't doing the leagues, that are not doing all the media and all the dumb shit, but are great fathers?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh man, there's a black father that's doing well. Like, what does that say about your perception of black fathers?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just whack to me. Like, I've never bought into that. Are you telling me who was the kid that played at Kentucky? De'Aaron Fox is the one that they were kind of comparing Lonzo Ball to. So are we saying that
he ate Lonzo Ball?
He did
in the tournament.
He did. So are we saying De'Aaron Fox, his father ain't shit because he's not in the media, he's not doing all this other stuff? Like, I just have never bought into that. Like, he does some stuff that I don't agree with in terms of his approach, but I'm not trying to knock the man because he does something stupid. I'm not knocking the black father. I'm saying that was something stupid that you did. And I don't think people can separate the two. So, Terry, do you buy into that when people say you can't diss LaVar Ball for some of the things that he does because you're trying to diss the black father or play the black father card? I don't agree with that.
My whole thing is you got to be responsible with that, because a lot of times just because, you see a role model of such or things or whatnot, everybody doesn't have to take the same route to be a role model as the next man.
Well said.
You have other kids whose fathers are coaching them like to the T. They got them out there early in the morning shooting jumpers. They're instrumental on the coaching staffs. They're making sure that everything is being done right.
Yep.
Rather than trying to act like they're like pros and they got this all figured out. Right. And I think that's the angle that LaVar goes at. It's like he has it all figured out, and so he just does whatever he wants with his kids.
Okay.
And he's trying to kind of take that route with everybody else as well by starting his own league. And I think it's cool to actually have his own league. That's
dope.
I don't think anything's wrong with that.
Yeah, the concept is dope.
It just
I agree.
There needs to be a solid foundation and a solid plan around that. He definitely needs to have some shoes that are better material based on that video I seen.
I saw it too.
Because people are going to break their ankles.
Outside of no, I mean, I guess I don't look at the. I understand when people make that comment. I guess as much as I can, being a white male, but like to me, I don't look at it like that. I just think LaVar Ball. Like, I don't care if he's black or white or purple or like he's just kind of an asshole, man.
So you just taking it. You're stripping all that away, just taking it for face value based off his actions.
Trying to, and based off his actions and words and like the way I've seen him talk to people. Now he's been talked to a certain, you know what I mean? But the way I've seen him talk to people, like, it just doesn't. Okay, like, I'm gonna make a new league. Like, great idea.
Very dope idea.
I get, but
I'm all about
other
ownership,
people
man.
have had that idea.
Like
who would go play for LaVar Ball? Like, who is he, man? Like, that's the thing. I can't get beyond this like odd stardom that this man has for having done absolutely nothing.
But Spoolz is real though.
But being the father of a guy who's actually a good ball player in Lonzo Ball.
The stardom is real though.
That's all.
The stardom is real though. Like it's
how
real.
did this fucking happen?
He's got a lot of he's a master seducer.
Yes.
His son made it happen for him.
And he's got a lot of charisma.
But
I guess.
But Terry,
I find that to be like the opposite. You know what I mean?
He piggybacked off that though.
He did.
Well, though, he played like he used that to his advantage because his son, if you think about it, his son provided him the platform to be who he is times 10. Now he can just do whatever he wants because he has a platform.
And I think that's kind of shitty too.
So do you think he's exploiting his son, or is he?
I don't know if exploiting is the right term, but he certainly is gaining, I think, selfishly And I don't think it's selfish for him to start. I just think, number one, the starting the league idea isn't like a grand thought. It just isn't. People have talked about. I've heard it talked about before. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a cool idea to start your own league.
It's
but
talked
it's just,
about. I think it only makes sense because he has the 3 sons, and everything is played out the way that it has.
Yeah.
That goes with the narrative, right?
And to your point,
Right.
though,
And he's got a reality show.
He has one son,
which is mad successful, by the way.
Lonzo.
I'm talking about the show that he had on Facebook.
I think people just like. I think it's an entertainment thing. I think that's what bugs me more than anything. It could be LeVar Ball. It could be anybody's dad who acts this way. It would just kind of piss me off, I think, and bother me just a little bit.
I can respect that.
Like,
I mean,
I really like Lonzo. He seems like a good kid.
I mean,
he's the total opposite of his pops,
Yeah,
though, low
like,
key.
I don't
I
know,
mean,
maybe
he
it's just,
seems
you know.
nothing. I mean, he's an arrogant, just loud guy.
I just don't like obnoxious shit, and I think it's funny when people gravitate to that. Because to the point you made, maybe De'Aaron Fox's father is doing a whole lot of really awesome things.
Who knows?
We don't know.
He's just not in the spotlight.
He's just not yelling at it, yelling it to everyone and saying, "Look at me," and acting like a fucking idiot, man. You know, like
I've just never agreed with.
But people gravitate to that shit.
And every time something doesn't go his way, he says, "All right, fine. Well, I'm gonna make it.
I'm gonna take him out." Like I'm
which
almost
is,
in a way,
which,
I'm kind of,
I'm
It's consistent though. Like
I
that
fear
happens
for those
every
kids
single
in a
time.
way, man. Like you're gonna.
I think Lonzo is set. Lonzo
cool.
Lonzo can pretty much. He can do whatever he wants right now.
He's already there.
And I wouldn't say that LeVar's like a bad parent. I mean, I don't.
No,
not
I wouldn't
a
say
parent.
that
I would
either.
never say that.
That's
you know what I mean?
my
because
argument,
they
those
respect
fools.
their dad and they
Yeah,
ride for their
Yeah,
dad.
As
I
you
just
should.
think he's a child.
As you should.
Like he's just an asshole.
I don't think that I could have a conversation with him.
No, I wouldn't want to.
I don't know if I can have a conversation with the old Gucci because he had ice cream cone on his face.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
But
He
healthy.
still has the ice cream
Here's,
cone on his face.
let me finish.
Yes, he does.
Healthy Gucci, I think I can have a conversation with because he's different from the old one. But
You were scared of him before.
I mean, Gucci, Gucci definitely was out there.
Yeah, I mean, he was out here in these streets.
I ain't never claimed to be no thug, so the old Gucci might have tried to do something to you. So but back to Ball, man. Like I said, I just hate when people get mad at me when I say LeVar Ball is doing something stupid. Oh, you hate black fathers. He's just doing something for his son.
I hate that
Miss me with
conversation
that,
always
man.
has to happen
Miss me with
in
that,
our
man.
community whenever somebody looks like us is doing something. I mean, I don't have to like them based off of that.
Exactly.
I can respect them.
Exactly.
I just hate that conversation.
I hate it too, man. And the card is played often. Like we've talked about this before though on the show. Terry, we've talked about this. Maybe it was a while back, but I'm for black ownership. I like that. I like the fact that he's.
I hope Diddy gets the Panthers.
Exactly. I'm all about that. Like I'm about minority ownership. Like that. I think that the concept of that is dope. But that doesn't mean that I have to agree with all the steps that lead up to you doing.
I
what
don't
you
have
wanna
to
do.
agree with everybody.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. Like I'm all for it as a whole, but everybody ain't for me and ain't for you.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to the whole thing with all these sexual predators that are famous and popular that we ride for, and we don't know anything about their personal life.
Yes.
And then so when all this stuff comes out, you have people to go, that didn't happen. How do you know? You don't know that. You don't know what this person's doing. You don't know what a LeVar Ball is doing outside of you seeing him at the game and on TV. And I'm not saying he's doing anything. I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't have to ride for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not the mentor type or the person I'm supposed to look up to.
I agree with that. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like I said, it will be interesting to see how this unfolds. I think personally, more and more people are starting to get behind LeVar Ball. Like I think he's gonna start getting some cosigns from ex-players, people that were in the league. So he's gonna have to clean up them sneakers though.
If
based off that
anything,
video.
he needs to try to finagle a way to be part of the big three or something.
That would be dope. A joint venture with that would be dope.
I know they use all older players.
Yeah.
Or retired players or whatnot, but I don't know.
He had a half point.
It's kind of maybe a different type of league related to it, or you think, or
some type of partnership, whether it's through marketing. I don't know. Like they will be, Cube will be able to find a way to incorporate.
And when you say the big three, tell people what you mean by
that. Is a 3-on-3 league that Ice Cube started,
right?
Which actually was very successful. They had a lot of former players that were known. Like
Ron Artest just signed on to play next season.
That'll be dope.
Who won the first season? Do you guys know?
It was Al Harrington, Kenya Martin,
Killer Threes,
Threes Company. Was it Threes Company?
Was it three? I don't know.
Al Harrington, Kenya Martin. Those are the only ones I can remember, man. It's 4 guys, but yeah, they won. So, but it was. I watched some of the games. Like it wasn't boring. Like it was.
That's cool. What channel were they on?
FX.
They were on FX.
Okay.
Iverson was a coach. He played for a little bit. Like you said, they got Artest to sign up. I want to see people like Paul Pierce and Kobe get in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that'll be dope. I think the ratings are going to
Kobe would never do that.
Hey, he'd kill,
I don't see Kobe doing something like that.
The reason why Kobe wouldn't do that is because, and this isn't taking anything away from anybody that's in the league, but he's bigger than that league.
I was gonna say, I think he might be a little too selfish.
Legend wise, he's way bigger than that league. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with
that. Even with AI in there, and AI
would be dope,
AI's on the same plane, I would say, as a Kobe. Kobe is just. He's Kobe, man. I don't know.
Kobe's more accomplished.
AI didn't win any titles.
Nah,
Kobe's more accomplished, but AI is like a cult hero, man. Like you can't tell the NBA story without his chapter.
Yeah, because he changed the game not only on the court,
yes,
but outside of the game as well.
Very influential. Very influential.
On the sidelines, he changed the game.
Yeah,
on the sidelines.
So shout out to AI, man. But Cube definitely had something. He put something together that was very dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we're not hating on LaVar Ball, man.
Not at all.
I wanted to be successful.
Coins, man.
Yeah, get your bread, man. Get your money.
Oh, I'm not hating on him.
But you just need to come with a better shoe, man. You need to get some bread and maybe get your teeth toned down a couple shades.
Wow.
Get your shoe game a little different.
How many shades?
Just a few, you know. I mean, he got that bread.
He can throw a
Big
party.
Baller brand. I mean, Printfinity make better shirts than Big Baller brand. I've been on the site.
Boy, you better talk that talk, man.
I'm just saying. And you're paying, how much are you paying for a shirt on that site?
Man, he had some tees that was going $45-$50 for the t-shirt.
Y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Come to Printfinity, we can do it much better.
The shitty shoes are $500, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's not even
adds
like
into
leather.
my whole thing
It's
about
not
LaVar
leather.
Ball. Like, what are you, like, what is going on?
It's not even leather,
If I had a pair of those shoes, I wouldn't open them. I would set them to the side and resell them in, I don't know, 15 or 20 years when they 30 for 30 come out.
So the review of the shoes was actually done by Barstool Sports, which is
Barstool Sports,
spearheaded by Pat McAfee, which was the coach kicker.
Shout out to Pat McAfee.
He had somebody on there reviewing the shoe that had ordered the shoe. On the back of the shoe, there's a pull tab that actually says pull.
Okay.
It says pull on it.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it need to say pull?
Well, you know.
Yeah. What Long said, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like they were like smashing the shoe down, and it just was not a well-made shoe, man. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I would never hoop in those shoes.
I wonder how business has gone.
I mean, they've been making some money.
Celebs are a lot of that product has been purchased by like celebrities.
Just off the strength
yeah. Just supporting the movement. But I want to see what it looks like when the price is shaved down and it goes to retail. Like, are people actually going to go out and cop? You know what I'm saying?
know.
Like, that's
those are the shoes that players can literally only wear one game. You know how they wear their shoes one game and give them away?
Yeah.
They don't really have to.
Yeah.
But those shoes are like wear once, self-destruct type stuff. From what I
Not by choice.
Yeah.
Are you wearing them once by necessity?
They literally self-destruct.
We're going to have to get those cleaned up. But
let's get
LaVar
a pair.
Ball,
Let's,
man,
let's,
get that bread.
let's get some chips together and get a pair and just sit one on the table for a show.
Nah,
I'd rather,
they
you
ain't
know what,
giving
if
us a
Del
check.
Curry came out and was doing all the same things LaVar Ball was doing and wasn't an asshole and like
I like Del
wasn't
Curry,
trying
too.
to act like, you know, like LaVar Ball does, like just say dumb shit, like, and just try to be the loudest person he could be.
He didn't
I
make
would
it
love
to the league. He didn't
love
make it to the league, so he has to be loud and obnoxious.
I guess, man.
To make up for him not making it to the league and swearing that he's better than Jordan.
When you average 2 points a game in college and you have an ego that's
You
big,
should shut the fuck up then.
When
man.
your son gives you the platform, you are now living vicariously through him.
Your son is better than you, B.
So let me ask you guys this: do you think all the absurdness that is him is part of like his plan for success?
Yes.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really think he thinks.
I think it's
he
very
thinks this
Trump-like in a
stuff
way.
out,
It's
though.
very Donald Trump-like in a way. If you ask
It is.
me. it's catering to the not so awesome things about our society.
I mean, it's not as far fetched as Trump, but it's up there, definitely.
And I'm not saying either. Like I don't wish any like ill will, or I would like him to be successful and all that. It just blows my mind that someone like who acts like this dude is like I almost get sick of talking about him. Like I almost like today I'm just kind of like, why?
Yeah.
It's a dude who averaged 2 points in college. Like
we can gladly go into the year in review, some of our favorite moments. If y'all want to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
well, there's something else.
All right, so
Nope. Okay.
I think I'll go ahead and go with Spoolz. Spoolz.
Yeah, man.
Give me one. Give me one thing or one. I don't know, something from any of the previous episodes of this year that stood out to you the most. That was funny. That was
Or two that
serious.
stand out.
Or you have two. Go ahead.
Two. The first one was just episode 52, the 1 year episode in general.
Oh, okay.
It was just funny. It was awesome. Jay Moore was on with us. And
okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time.
Shout out to Jay Moore.
And it was. I remember laughing a tremendous amount. And then I'd have to say the other one is when we discovered that you stick gum underneath the stool. So that wasn't too long ago. That was in this house, right?
No,
Yeah.
that was
I was here because we
was
figured it out.
when I moved.
Yeah, once he moved here.
We figured
Yep,
it out.
that's right.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
the deductive.
So yeah, Mike, those are the ones that stand out to me. The 52nd episode, our 1 year mark, and the
Okay.
one where we discovered that you perform childlike actions.
I like how you
Recess
put that.
ass Mike.
Yeah. Okay. I like how you put that. I think for me would be the same with the episode with Jay Moore.
Oh,
Not
not the
that
gum.
one.
Okay.
No.
No.
He wants to wash that one away.
Yeah, the episode
You
with
can't
Jay.
wipe it away.
Can't
wash it away.
Can't wash the gum away either. Mike.
The one with Jay Moore
It's
was
actually
was very
still on
good.
there.
It's going in
The
New
episode
Old
with
Heads
Jay
Museum.
Moore was very, very good. Sorry.
You just continued.
Yeah, the episode with Jay Moore was very, very good.
Oh, which
The
one was that?
The anniversary joint,
Okay.
as I was saying.
All right.
I missed the foolishness. in here.
All right.
You call it foolish.
That's foolishness. I'm trying to think what's another one that, you know what? I honestly, man, it is the 2% and Glaze episode with Jay Moore again.
Yeah.
I think that was. I haven't laughed that hard, or actually seen us laugh that hard. And that was what two episodes ago? Was that?
Yeah.
Two. Yeah, the 2% and Glaze episode was very, very funny.
Yeah, it was real. That was real.
It got real out here. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Because when you think about a kid getting a bag off, you know what I'm saying, off ham, it's unfortunate out in these streets. So I hope they cut that account off too. I'm
I
hating.
hope he gets plenty of Baby Ruth for Halloween.
We see what you did.
No salt.
You got any memories? You got anything to stick out?
Yeah, the no salt episode.
Yeah.
That was pretty
That
funny.
was funny.
That was up.
Yeah. I also
Bear.
enjoyed the episode after we went to the beat battle and talked about Pete Rock.
Yeah.
When he was actually featured on the show, off to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, he's still up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He's been
Signed
with us
as well.
ever since.
We've
then.
always had him with us. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's that dude, but
Yeah, he's
that
old.
was a good conversation
Yeah. Pete's
about
OG.
how it was getting gassed and such and things like that. But it's been a fun year.
Solid.
Let's check before we go to Long. Let's check
Nice.
That was me.
the ratio. Was that Long?
Yeah, that was me.
The ratio
Yeah, that was
report is
some fuck
good,
shit.
man.
We've had a handful of different props throughout the time. You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we've included this bell.
What's the name of the bell?
It's the mic bell.
The FUBAR bill.
I'm sorry, the fuck
Foo
shit
bar
bell.
bell.
The
Yeah.
foo bar.
Oh, another episode. Remember when we had the portal back there?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Shout out to everybody that wants to come through the portal and watch a taping of an episode.
I
We
like
appreciate you.
I like the episodes where there is just the random stuff that happens and then it just goes off on a tangent. You know,
Yes, I agree.
That stuff's normally the fun. I mean,
Those usually are the best
we're
ones.
pretty good about staying on topic a lot of times, but you know, the portal that was
The
really
portal was
funny.
funny.
That was a good one.
I like a lot of the serious conversations we've had. You know, we've had a lot of very serious conversations related to racial tension
Yep.
in
Mhm.
America and political stuff. And,
Yep.
you know, I like having those conversations, you know, and I liked introducing and bringing Jay Moore on for the 52nd because we were all here and we all got to talk, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But, you know, I could pick something from every time, you know.
Yeah, we have a good time.
I don't have anything in particular that stands out. So,
to your point, we always talk about this, but touching on those topics, when we discuss race, we discuss politics. I think that's dope, and we always talk about our dynamic, but I think the dynamic is perfect. We have 2 African American men and 2 Caucasian men, so it's like
we're just missing a woman.
That's
2.
all we're missing, yeah. So we get to hear different perspectives, and I think that's what makes it dope, because we never come at each other like you're wrong or you're right. It's more like, okay, I see where you're coming from. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, in general, though, I mean, we pretty much for the most part have, I don't want to say we have the same perspective, but we mostly agree on everything that we talk about.
Yeah, a lot of likenesses.
A lot of likenesses,
Yeah.
but we do come at it from different angles, I guess would be a good thing to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not out here as a Trump supporter or anything like that, or, so.
You better not
just
be.
because I'm a white guy on the show.
You better not.
Yeah, but it'd be easy to maybe think that, but
especially, watch the last episode.
Okay.
When I got a little bit amped a little bit about the people with opinions, and I did the Trump hands.
yeah.
And then I got upset, and I was just like,
Spoolz.
you just don't know what you're talking about. So
That's
that
awesome.
whole thing.
That was your Rick moment.
I kind of trolled I kind of trolled myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Shout out to the novice in music, because we see them a lot.
Yeah.
They have all the answers when it comes to hip hop, especially around here. The novice knows everything. But no, man. Overall, I think it's just been dope to, just pretty. I don't think there's anything that has been. Would you say there's been anything that we've deemed off limits, where we're like, nah, we don't want to talk about that, or nah, we don't want to touch on that? Because I think we pretty much touch on.
I mean, we stopped talking about Trump for like 6 weeks.
But that was by. That
Was it
wasn't
really
because
6 weeks?
Did we
Yeah.
make it
I don't
6
think
weeks?
it was 6 weeks.
It was 4 to 6 weeks. It was between 1 and 6 weeks.
I don't think it was 6 weeks.
Somewhere
it was-
between 1 and 6.
I don't know if we made it that long,
It was
bro.
somewhere between 0 and 6.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
No,
Well,
I
that
think
narrows it down.
it was at least 4. You know,
At least 4 good
yeah.
ones.
But we did. It was a while,
There was a time though when it was just back
and
to
that's
back.
kind of why we just stopped. I think, but
Because he's so annoying.
nah, I mean, there's nothing that
From
we
China.
don't talk about really.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think we pretty much will
Antifa.
we'll tackle anything. It would be dope though. I will say this: it would be dope to incorporate or have a woman's perspective on here.
Yeah,
I think that would be dope.
2018.
and we talked
Yeah,
about this,
we-
so
we
we
have.
haven't announced it or anything, but we have talked within ourselves about expanding the show to
Yep.
bring Jay Moore on at least once a month,
Shout out to Jay Moore.
and to possibly having a guest,
Mm-hmm.
every other week.
Yeah.
So we may incorporate some guests. So for 2018. So you'll just have to watch and find out,
Because I think with the
or listen,
yeah.
or
I
watch
think-
and listen.
We have reached out to Trump's people about maybe coming on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
He gonna send Tommy Lauren
whew,
to come.
Bring her on.
Shout out to Carl. Yeah, he gonna send Tommy Lauren out here to talk that talk with us. You know what I'm saying? But I think that would be dope,
Don't
man.
disrespect
and we've-
the military.
and we've already started working on that. On certain people that we're going to bring on. So I'm looking forward next year to really incorporating the backstage stuff a lot more too.
Yes.
Word.
Love that series.
We have six interviews in the pipeline that'll start coming out at the beginning of the year, and then just keep amping that up. So
we've had a chance to meet some very interesting people. We get to hear about their thought process when they come up, when they create, anything from travel, how they work when they're on the road. You know what I mean? Like, we got a chance to hear a lot of cool stuff that people don't get to hear or don't get to talk about in terms of the process and travel, et cetera. So I love that for that reason, just to get a chance to meet these people who actually are just cool. They're just laid back. We have good conversations, and so far everybody's been gracious when we sat down with them. So hopefully that can continue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
No
so-
doot.
But anyways,
What's his ratio now?
he's doing all right.
Unforgiving.
Let's see.
Ratio.
Unforgettable.
Does he have?
He's. I went 29 and 18 just a second.
You had
ago.
29 18? Okay, well, we just died, so let's see what that did.
Don't be a hater, Mike.
I'm sorry?
You don't have to spend your whole life being a hater.
How did
You can
I hate
always
by
make
saying
that
that you
change.
died?
You can always make that change, man.
But how did I hate by saying that you died
You
after
know
you
what it
died,
is.
though?
You know what it is.
That's a
I
nice
ain't
shot.
hating.
That's a nice shot. So we're gonna talk about music. We're gonna talk about the albums.
Music.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Music.
some music. Shout out to South Memphis. And
Memphis.
North Memphis. Let me pull up some music.
You know why I'm mad?
Why?
Because 98% of these dudes is cowards.
The Immortal Pimp C.
Now that sounded like it was one clip, but it was two clips.
Bang, bang.
Tell you why I'm mad.
Let's see. So we had, I think, Spoolz, you sent me Conway, right?
Oh, this last week, yeah, we had two.
Goat.
We had, Conway's Goat project.
Okay.
Grimiest of all time.
Okay. Did you run it?
I did, man. It's
I like
it's a
Conway.
SoundCloud
You know
project.
Spoolz ran that.
I like
So there's,
Conway, though, man. I like Conway.
Styles
Conway
P is
the
on
machine.
a track.
Okay.
Royce is on a track.
Okay.
Prodigy's on a track.
All right.
Raekwon is on a track. Benny's on there once or twice.
Benny's dope, too.
But I like it, man. Derringer produced like 9 out of 10 of them. I think Alchemist did the other one.
Yeah,
the
Alan
one with
the
Prodigy. But it's a
Alchemist.
good project from what I've listened to so far.
You know what? I didn't even think about it. We can run down our top 5 albums of this year.
That's
I
what
thought that's what we were
that's
doing,
what we were
Mike.
doing.
I didn't know if Conway was. Is
No,
that
I
one
was
of your
just
top
I was
5
just talking
albums of
about
the year?
music that came out this week.
Yeah, that came out
because
this
you
week.
said Conway,
Oh.
so I just started
Yeah.
talking
Okay.
about it.
All right. So
And then also Gucci Mane put a project out. No
Shout-
features.
Glacier.
Yep.
that's what it's called.
The Human Glacier. El Gato. The Human Glacier.
He has the best.
I actually
name.
purchased it.
Shout
How
out
Yeah,
to,
was it?
it's
I
like
didn't get a chance to listen
11
to
or
it.
12 tracks.
shout out to Goo.
I like it, man. There's no features on this whole album. It's just him. But it's cool. It's your standard Gucci Mane. So
Word.
but
The
yeah,
Wobster.
that's just some new,
The
new
wa-
stuff
the
that came
Wobster.
out Friday, I guess. So
All right. So we can do.
Yeah.
We can just start talking about, I guess, albums that we thought that were cold throughout the course of the year.
I don't have a definitive list, but I did.
You can just name albums
I
that
did
impress
list
you.
some. Did you
Yeah.
come up with a list, Brad?
I just jotted down some that came to my mind. I don't have like an order, but yeah, I've got a rough list.
I got a mental list.
Yeah.
The three.
You know what's something I listened to? So I drove down to South Carolina and back.
Okay.
Had some chance to listen to some music, so I finally listened to that GQ album.
Better than you thought.
Well,
No?
not even that. It's just good. I didn't have any expectations for it, but
Production was solid.
it was good.
Yeah.
That was a good project. I did finally listen to that DJ Muggs and
Mayhem Loren.
yes, that project. That was pretty decent. Couple beat tapes as well. That were pretty good. But anyways,
The first one that jumps out for me from the year is Damn, obviously.
Yeah.
I've listened to that a lot this year.
Album was dope.
Like a lot. So I really, really like that. I hope it wins a lot of awards. It should. I would think. Big Crit, Forever is a Mighty Long Time, is one we all anticipated for a while.
Yes,
I really
sir.
like it. I've been listening to that since it's come out as well. Brother Ali, All the Beauty in This Whole Life. That was an album when it came out that.
I didn't get that. I didn't listen
see,
to
and
it.
I haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
dude, it's just one of those it's just it's soulful.
It's Brother Ali.
Yeah, man. It's and I think it came at a good time too. An album that's like more on like the loving, you know what I mean, like deep side. So definitely give that one a run if you haven't had a chance. It's just it's a good.
We
good
gave that
project.
one away, the vinyl raffle.
The next one that I have on my list just came out not too long ago, which is Sci-Hi the Prince, No Dope on Sundays.
I gave that a couple spins.
Been listening to that one a lot since it came out. It's really good, man.
He's dope, man.
He's impressive, and I've been semi-familiar with him, I guess. I haven't
He's very impressive.
but this was one that when it came out, I was like, I gotta buy this, and I was hooked on that new Africa song when it came out, and that's on this album.
I remember when that came out this year. That was one of my favorite songs of this year, actually.
He's dope.
My list also has got Mayhem Loren and Muggs Project. I really dug it. Just a grimy. I've always liked Muggs a lot, and Mayhem Loren's like never been on any of my like most favorite MCs list, but I've always liked his style. Next one I've got on my list is Pee Wee Longway's Blue M&M 3. I like that project a lot. I like Pee Wee a lot. I think he's pretty funny. It's awesome.
Pee-wee.
Next one I got is Devin the Dude, Acoustic Levitation. I don't know if you guys listen to that or not.
I didn't catch that one. I like Devin the Dude, though.
It was good. It was super groovy. Laid back, that, kind of chill vibe that Devin always seems to be on. Next one I had was Sean Price's Imperious Rex.
Ah, yes.
I thought that was... yes. I
won't
say any more about that.
We had that saved, didn't we?
I don't have it saved anymore.
I put this on here. Conway's Reject on Steroids. It was a mixtape he did with Green Lantern. Came out earlier this year. It was good. The Organized Noise EP. It was short, but
it was cool.
I enjoyed it.
It's cool.
It's cool.
And
it's
last
cool.
one I'll put on here, or that I'll mention, is one that we talked about a lot. I liked Wu-Tang's new project as much as I know you guys didn't care for the drums.
Those drums.
I still thought it was
a solid
Wu-Tang
album.
project. Yeah. So
I'll tell you what mine are off the top of my head real quick.
Let's go.
I got to go with 444.
Mm-hmm.
Personal Jay album. Jay's my guy.
All right.
Kendrick, definitely.
Okay.
Damn, awesome album. On the R&B side of things, Daniel Caesar.
Yes, I was hoping somebody was going to say that. That album is dope.
Nice from
Yes,
front
sir.
to back.
Yes, sir.
I'm also going to ride with Rhapsody.
Oh, man.
I didn't get a chance to listen to that one.
That album is amazing, man.
Very good album.
I ran that 3 times on the track back and forth. It's good. Again.
Also, Terrace Martin. I can't remember the name of
Polyseeds,
Yeah,
right?
Polyseeds.
Well, that was the other part of the other group, was Terrace Martin and the Polyseeds.
Yeah, okay. Terrace Martin and the Polyseeds. That was a very good album. Nick Grant.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of his album?
I'll pull it up on Spotify. Because you put me onto that one.
Yeah, that's a really good album.
Yeah, you put me onto that one.
And actually, from further listening, what the dude from Chicago, not Smino.
He's from
Sir?
St. Louis.
Huh?
Smino's from St. Louis.
No, I said not him.
Return
Sir?
to Cool. Nick Grant. Return to Cool.
Sir's album was really good
Mick
too.
Jenkins?
He actually had two. He had Her and Her too. Those are 2 very good albums. Not Mick Jenkins.
And Mick did put out a really solid project too. He kind of snuck it out.
Nick was Return to Cool, by the way.
Yeah, Return of the Cool.
That was cool.
Very
Freddie
good
Gibbs
album.
put an album out this year that was pretty good.
Yeah,
That was dope.
He did. I
Yeah,
listened to
Gibbs'
that a
album
lot.
was dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexis was my joint. That joint was hard.
I'm gonna have to look at my recents.
I'm trying to think.
But
I
it's
think
somebody
guys-
that you was riding for, and I didn't like it at first.
From
and
the
the more
shop?
I listened to it,
from the shop.
the better it got. Yeah,
Gucci put out 2 this year, by the way.
trying to
Gucci, he puts out multitudes of albums every year.
I'm trying to think who I put
Tons
you.
of like
who it
other
was.
mixtapes, I
Let
think.
me see if I see it, man.
Yeah.
Of course, Saha the Prince. I like that.
You guys are covering all of mine except for
I got a couple others.
Tyler the Creator. That album was dope.
Definitely.
That was one I'd like to
Yeah,
listen to.
that album was
Definitely.
dope. That
Good
was one
things
I wanted to
and-
make sure we get on here. I thought that was dope.
Listen to 1 or 2, and I liked him a lot. I just haven't.
He's a lot more talented than I gave him credit for. I owe dude an apology because that shit is dope.
Did Joey Badass put an album out this year?
Yes,
America.
that was
Yeah.
solid. Yep, Joey Badass. That album was solid.
Yeah, it was a pretty good album.
Yeah, it was solid. I'm trying to think what I'm missing. Yo, I actually listened to
The Bucket List. What album was The Bucket List?
The Bucket List is oh man, you put me on the spot. I should know this too. You know what? Let's do a quick search, sir.
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yep, and I feel bad because I was loving that album.
Pete's Sake put an album out this year, produced by Lonegevity.
Yeah, I ain't like the producer.
Hey, there was an album that never came out that was one of the dopest of the year too.
Yeah. Well, it might still come out though. Right?
It might.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to ask the person that created it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know,
What's
but
more
yeah,
I thought,
talking
was
about?
it
I've
gonna be
heard
more of a mixtape series?
Huh?
Was it gonna be more of a mixtape series? Or?
Nah, it actually was just going to drop, but we
Yeah.
kind of stopped them from just dropping it.
I heard the
Oh,
whole thing. It's
you're
in the
talking
car
about
now.
Yeah, you're talking
Yeah.
about my project.
Yeah, it's in the car now.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Star Trap.
Nah, Star Trap is in the making.
Yeah, that's like
I was gonna say.
Now we're talking about
Since when
something that's
did-
actually done.
yeah,
yeah,
Star
that's right.
Trap is
Yeah.
like 2019.
You know, I listened to it on the way down and back. My project that I haven't put out. It is pretty good.
We try to tell you, but since Terry and I are executive producing, we're gonna try to set up a rollout because
I kind of want to add some more songs to it, but I don't know.
I think it's perfect.
Well,
as is, sir.
I won't add any more songs.
It's a
to
body of work. Well, we
Saba bucket list.
bingo.
project.
There you go.
That's a very good album.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Dude is dope.
I will say
Dude is
Pete's Sake and My Heaven Kuwait project is pretty good.
It is.
I like that. I like it. You know,
It's very good.
I'm biased. Projects that we didn't mention, I'd say Thundercat's Drunk
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
has
Good
to
call.
be on there.
Very good
Anderson
call.
Good
Paak's
call.
album,
Well, Anderson .Paak didn't really drop an album this
or
year.
the one with didn't he do one with Knowledge?
Did that come out this year or last year?
That was last year.
Was
it?
last year, yeah.
I'll also have to say Odyssey's Iceberg.
How did I forget that?
Yeah.
That got a lot of play from me.
I mean, it's a lot of heat out here.
I like Yo Gotti's album. I listened to Yo Gotti's
I
album.
mess with Yo Gotti's
It's called
album.
I Still Am. I listened to that one. He
About
has some
40's
good music
album
on
this
there.
year.
Yeah.
60 tracks.
Yeah, I remember. 43 or
It was
6.
47. Yeah.
He had a bonus CD with 25 songs on it.
I have to say, I will have to say, after listening to GQ's project, I really like that project. I was impressed by it. Rhapsody's project absolutely is going to be on my list as well.
Amazing.
Overdose put out a project 2008. Terry, you liked it, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Overdose 2008 was good to me.
It wasn't necessarily one of my favorites from them, but it got mixed reviews. Who else?
MC8 and DJ Premier put out an album this year.
How
didn't
did
they?
I forget about
You know
that?
what? I didn't.
Dang.
I didn't get to listen to that.
That joint is
Hey,
banging, man.
you know what?
I listened to it once. It's really good.
DJ Quick album. Rosecrans.
Rosecrans with Problem.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
they
a
had
good
some
album.
heat. They had some heat. Yep. They had some heat. Yes, sir. They had some heat. I feel like I'm missing. We got Gibbs.
Prodigy put out an album after he passed away, or one came out shortly after he passed away, called The Hegelian Dialectic. It's very interesting.
Interesting.
Dude was deep, man, with his thought process.
Yeah,
I feel like
that
I'm
one.
missing something, man.
Big Boy put out Boomiverse this year.
That was solid.
Rockness AP was actually a really good project too.
I didn't get
Gave
a
it
chance to get through that
one
one.
run.
It was really solid production wise. Again, Rhapsody's Layla's Wisdom was really good.
You know what I forgot to mention too? Now I know we kind of all over the place, but you know what I forgot to mention as a good moment was the Boo-Pac moment. I had fun on that episode.
Shawty want to be a boo.
Yeah, we came up with some dope names for that, by the way.
And I thought y'all was serious. Remember that?
That was the best
I really
part about
thought
it. Yeah,
that those were serious names.
that was the best part about it.
I was getting a little disturbed.
All eyes on Boo.
Boo ain't hard to find.
I also like 𝐀𝐿EV's album. We got to sit down and talk to him, but I listened to his project before we talked to him. And
I still need to run that one.
It's actually a really good project.
I still need to run that one.
What about locally? You guys hear anything locally that kind of stood out to you?
Gray and Dylan put out a project this year, right? Gray Granite and Dylan Prevails. Didn't
Did
they?
It wasn't a joint album.
Was it not? But it was Gray's album.
He had a Dylan Prevails track on
That's
there,
right,
a track or
okay.
two on there.
Yeah.
Well, Gray
Yeah.
put out an album this year. I listened to it earlier. It was good.
Yeah. Let's see who else.
Who else
Skip.
put-
Skip.
Yeah, Skip put a good
Was
project
it called
out.
Jaffe?
I think it's Jaffe 2.
Jaffe 2.
And you,
Clinic
Maxi put out a Super Maxi Flow.
Clinic and Jason Bain just dropped a project actually within
They
the last
did.
month or so.
Yeah, they did. It was
Okay.
like 3 or 4 songs.
What I've heard. It's
Shout out
pretty good.
to the homie Tragic. He did Masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was dope.
Tragic's good, man.
He's very
homie,
Tragic is dope. Yeah, shout out to the homie Tragic. Masterpiece was cold. Dylan Prevails had some production on there. My guy Bubby B was singing on a couple hooks. Yeah, that Masterpiece was solid. That was a dope album. I listened
Nathan
to that one.
Arizona dropped. What was the name of this project he just put out?
I have to look it
I
up.
have to look it up. I was just listening to it. But Dylan Prevails produced the whole
You
project.
just showed us a video from it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were watching
yeah.
a video of it. Yeah.
Shouts to my man J.O., man. He put out Grown Man Business earlier this year.
Sky
It's
Zoo's,
always the homie.
Sky Zoo's Peddler themes.
That was solid.
Yeah.
Had bamboo on the steps with the loud percussion.
That's when I heard that, you're the first person I thought about when I heard that.
My man said I was bamboo on the steps.
Yeah.
That Mula Khan dropped Karma recently. Diop
Diop and
That's right,
Mando.
yeah, Diop and
But that
Mando.
came
Forgot
out
about
last
one.
year.
Was that last year?
They came out last year,
Yeah.
but they did a lot of big things this year.
Yeah,
They did.
Salute to them. Yeah.
Loud Stinking Caucasian 2 was Nathan Arizona's
Word.
project.
Word.
So, and we're obviously missing some other ones. I know
Yeah.
Pope put out Thunder Games.
Shout out to the homie Pope. That's the young boy right there. That masterpiece.
Did Sun put a project out this year?
I'm not sure.
Son, he
No,
put
he's
out
working on
he's
something,
working
yeah.
on something. Yeah, he actually was on Instagram and he had there were a couple clips from a video that he was shooting.
Yeah.
I saw like a
shouts
He
to
put
police
out a
car
beat
and-
tape this year.
That's what
right,
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts to Clinic in Zion. They put out the Clinic in Zion project, or I believe that's what it's called, Zion
Yeah.
Clinic.
Yeah, shout out to
Also,
Clinic. And Clinic stay working. That's my
right.
man.
Yes, sir.
He stay working. He always got
I
something
know.
for me.
What's his name? Draco McCoy put out. Was it 400-ton gorilla or 800-ton gorilla or something like that? That project. 80-ton
Word.
gorilla. It's just a big gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It banged all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know,
I need
Flacco's put out some new
I
music
need
as
to put
well.
that one on my list also. Yeah. A lot of dope stuff locally, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
I will say this, locally in terms of the mix, the blend. Like I didn't realize there were. You guys always show me videos of stuff that I may not be aware of in other parts of the city. So there's a lot of different flavors. I'm starting to see, different textures, different types of music. Just here in Indianapolis, which is dope to see. Like I'm starting to see some stuff that's a little bit different, or that veers off from the norm. So we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that. So
Absolutely.
we also need another Hinks Jones album.
Well,
That Section Leaders joint.
I think we're gonna do Section Leaders instead.
Y'all don't know about that, but you will. No bad ideas. Hat.
Shouts to No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental for rocking with us all year.
We appreciate
As
you
well as
all.
Infinity, of course, and bringing on the
Printfinity.
band, of course. Make sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/newoldheads. Sign up.
Yes.
Love
Please
Paddington
support
is
us.
coming.
Yes. Talk
2018.
that talk.
2018 will be a good year for us.
Star Trap 20.
Yeah.
2020.
Who knows?
That is going to do it for episode 61. Again, we appreciate all the love that we've had in 2017. We are very excited to continue to expand the brand, continue to expand all the great ideas that we have coming out. So again, we salute you all and thank you, Lonegevity, DJ Jay Diff, DJ Spoolz, I am Major 7. We appreciate you all and we'll see you next year. Peace.
Peace.
I'm giving everybody a high five.
You clown.